Okay, be ready. Start. Mr. Speaker, sir, this kind of resolution is coming for the second time in this House. In the year 1977, a similar resolution was brought before this very House, and the Minister for Law then argued against the resolution, saying that it was not practicable and that it could not be implemented because of the size of this country. He also stated that there were many problems facing the country and that the implementation of such policy will require large sums of money. He estimated the expenditure at rupees 800 crores for the provision of unemployment allowance. That was the main reason why he rejected the proposal, even though he was sympathetic in his approach to the problem. I think the same reason may be given by the Labour Minister in his reply to the debate. I support this resolution because everyone knows that the problem of unemployment is very great in this country. It is the duty of the government to solve the problem. The government will always say that there are not sufficient resources, and if this responsibility is placed on the government by a suitable amendment to the constitution, the government will have to accept it. In my opinion, if there is a will, there is a way. If the government wants to take this up seriously, I have no doubt it can get the resources necessary for this purpose. In this country, after 35 years of independence, we are not able to solve many of the problems facing the country, and there is great unemployment not only among the educated but also among the uneducated people. The reason is that the education that we are providing in this country is not serving the real purpose. During the British period, the system was introduced and we have not yet changed to the extent we want. This is responsible for the present situation. We are producing graduates in large numbers without any purpose. Every year, a large number of graduates come out of our educational institutions. If we go to the villages, we will certainly find that about 20 people out of every 100 are educated. I am sorry to say that they seek employment only as clerks. They also expect the government to provide them such jobs. No government will be in a position to provide jobs in the country. Any political party may say that it will provide employment to all, but after coming to power, it will find that it is not possible. In my opinion, it will be very difficult for any party to provide employment to all the people unless there is a great change in the educational system which was introduced a long time back. In this connection, my request to the government is this. Of course, it is not in the hands of the Labour Minister, but I request him to impress on the Education Minister about the necessity to make a change in the scheme of education provided to the people. One of the reasons for the fall in the standard of education is that our young men do not benefit at all from the education which is now provided in our educational institutions. The education that we provide at present to students should be job oriented, because we need technical men in various branches in our villages, but I am sorry to say that we are not having sufficient number of these people. If we provide this kind of education, we can provide them with employment. Letter dated 20th June 1980 from Kumaran and Sons, Madras, to Messrs. Gopalan Brothers, Madurai. Dear sirs, kindly refer to your inquiry of the 10th instant regarding our new product advertised last week. As you are aware, we are specializing in the manufacture and sale of the said project. We can guarantee that our product is of the finest quality. It will be introduced in the market within a few weeks and we are now ready to receive wholesale orders. The exact date for the opening of the retail trade will be announced next week. We have decided to give this commodity considerable publicity and we have already launched our publicity campaign in all the leading newspapers in the country. At the same time, we are also planning a vigorous press and poster campaign so that the name of our product becomes well known to the public by the time the retail trade is started. We propose to publish our advertisements in several English and Tamil papers throughout the country. We enclose here with details of advertisements materials that will be supplied free to those who stock our product and also copies of the leaflets that will be distributed to the publics. They contain information about the uses and advantages of our product. Our representative will show you sample packets and take advance orders. We would welcome your valuable suggestions for making our advertisement campaign a success. Yours faithfully. Stop.